everybody, my name's Olivia. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Makeup Fun with Olivia. Today I'm excited that I am going to be sharing with you my impressions on the first part of 2 of my 30 samples in 30 days. And I'm especially excited because I am doing this in collaboration with 2 wonderful ladies. The first one is Michelle from Kansas Girl 1969, and the second one is Beth from Gloss Galore. The links to their videos will be down below in my description box, so make sure to please go check their channels out. Their channels are awesome. I am subscribed to both of them. They are wonderful ladies with great reviews, so please go check them out. The link that I will have for you below will be of their impressions of part 1 of their first 30 samples in 30 days. We are doing this in 2 separate videos, so today is part 1. Without further ado, we're gonna jump right in because I have 14 samples to share with you. I kind of wish I had 15 because it would be half of the 30, but you know, sometimes it just doesn't work out and life gets in the way. So 14 today. Hopefully, if I meet the challenge, I will have the rest of the 16 in part 2. Okay, let's jump right in. The very first sample that I tried came in my Walmart box. It is from Pond's and it is the Rejuveness Anti-Wrinkle Cream with AHAs and collagen. It came in this container and it's a regular Pond's cream. It kind of smells like baby lotion from Johnson & Johnson's, but it's a little bit too strong for me. So the moisturizer felt fine on my face. You know, I wasn't completely impressed. I didn't notice any big change in my face, and I couldn't take the smell. This was too strong for me. I know it's a favorite for a lot of people, but I just could not stand the smell. I am migraine prone, so I can't use, in fact, just right now, the whiff that I took, I feel like it wants to trigger my migraines. It's too strong for me. So this is not something I would be repurchasing. It does run for about $7 to $8. And I think the full-size container is about 7 ounces. So if you're interested, give this a try. It did moisturize really well. If you have drier skin, it might work really well for you. I have combination to normal skin, and it felt fine. It wasn't great, it wasn't bad, I just couldn't stand the scent. The next item that I tried is from Dior. This sample came in one of my Sephora orders, I believe. It's the Dior Show Mascara. I'm looking at my notes, so if you see me looking down, that's what it is. And it came in this little container. And this is the brush. I used this a couple of days. The formula was nice. It was decent. I do like creamier, kind of more wet formulas. This was definitely creamy. However, you know, nothing to write home about. This runs for about $27.50 at Sephora, and I wouldn't pay $27.50 for this because you can find a lot better mascaras even at the drugstore. On top of that, I wasn't ecstatic about the brush. The brush was too big. Maybe my eyes are too small. By the way, if you hear my kids, that's them having fun in the background, so I apologize. But this brush was too big. Like, I kept on, you know, kind of hitting my eye. It just doesn't work for me, and I'm not terribly impressed by this mascara. It is creamy, it is decent. It didn't smudge on me like some mascaras can, so it's a decent mascara, but I wouldn't pay the money for it. The third item that I tried is by Lorac, and it came with my Lorac Pro eyeshadow palette. So it had a little sample of their behind the scenes eye primer. I loved this. I think this is my new favorite. So for the past year, I had been using the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer, and then more recently, I've been using the Too Faced Shadow Insurance. As soon as those are gone, I'm buying this one. I love it. Let me see if I can show you a little bit. It's super creamy. This is what it looks like, at least in the sample one. It's super creamy. I'm sorry about the shadow. My lighting, I'm still trying to figure that out, you guys. Super, super creamy. but not sticky. I don't know. I don't have oily lids, but I don't have dry lids either. I do have crepey maturing eyelids, and this dries down to kind of a, I want to say like a velvet finish. It doesn't go, it looks like it goes matte, but it feels more like a velvet finish. I don't know if you can see that. It does a really good job of reducing pores on my hand, as you can tell. Maybe I should try it on my face, huh? It's a really good eye primer. I like this. I'm gonna use this whole sample up, and like I said, once I run out of my other ones, this is the next one that I'm buying. By the way, that runs for $21 at Ulta for almost half an ounce, 0.47 of an ounce. The fourth item that I tried is by Supergoop, and it is their CC Cream with Broad Spectrum SPF 35. This is the little sample. This I liked. I don't know that I will repurchase it. However, if you're looking for something that does everything at once, it moisturizes, it gives you a primer, hides imperfections on a day that you're not going to wear any foundation, you don't want to wear any makeup, but you want some sort of coverage, this is a good one. They have this in light to medium, medium to light, and then light to dark. This is the light to medium, and I think it was perfect for my skin tone. Let me see if I can show you a little bit. Put some over here. As you can tell, it does have color. Oh my God, so I pressed way too much. Let's see if I can get some back in there. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, so that was way too much, but this is kind of the consistency. Super creamy, spreads out very nicely on your skin. It doesn't look like you're wearing foundation. It doesn't look cakey, but it doesn't look like you don't have anything on either. Well, no, scratch that. It kind of does look like you're not wearing anything. For me, it just wasn't enough coverage because I don't think I would go out without anything, but it is a really nice CC cream, actually. I did try this under foundation, and it worked well, but not as well as my professional primer, so I wouldn't replace my professional primer with this. I would use this by itself. I just have no need for this, but it is pretty good. And this runs for $32 for 1.6 ounce at Sephora. So yeah, that was that. Number 5 is by Neutrogena. It's a sample, I think it came in my Walmart box as well. Neutrogena Cool Dry Sport Sunscreen Lotion with Broad Spectrum SPF 70. This is what it came in. And this is supposed to be water resistant. Let's see what it runs for. About $8 to $9 online. I looked it up online, I think at the Target website maybe, or I don't know. I just Googled it to see what it was. This is not for me. I think this is a really good sunscreen if you want something that is not sticky, not tacky, and doesn't move around. And I guess that's where the water resistance comes in. For me, it did not move as freely as I would like it to on my face, because I would use it on my face. Let me show you a little bit here. It's a little bit, I don't want to, yeah, kind of like on the heavier side. I mean, you can feel it. You can feel it when you put it on here. You have a veil of something protecting you. And I used it on a couple hikes because my family and I like to go hiking. It works really well. It wasn't budging. I perspire a lot when I go hiking, and so I know, sorry, gross, but this was not moving. So it's a really good one, but I don't know. that I want to use it on a daily basis, this is a really good one for hikes, or if you do sports, or if you do, you know, whatever you do, or maybe for hubbies like mine who go running. This is really good for him. I'm going to tell him to give this a try, because for me, I just wouldn't use it every day because I'd have to be tugging at it. It doesn't spread easily, that's what I'm trying to say, and it kind of tugs on my skin, and I don't want to be tugging on my skin. And I have a really good one that I use from Paula's Choice that I'm really happy with. So yeah, this is just not for me, but it is a really good sunscreen. All right, number 6 is from Makeup Forever, and this is their new Ultra HD foundation. I can't remember if I used perks or if it was a free sample or something, but anyways, maybe it was like 100 points, my Sephora points. I didn't like this foundation. I thought I would, but I really, really don't. It was a little bit too heavy for me. The shade was definitely off, so that didn't help any. This foundation, let's see, the shade that it came in, by the way, was Y375 in Golden Sand. It runs for about $43 for 1.01 ounce. And not only did it feel heavy for me, and I like medium coverage and full coverage foundations, I just don't like to feel like they're medium coverage or full coverage foundation. This definitely has coverage, but it feels heavy on my face, and it did nothing to help with my pores. I mean, my pores really, I have big pores in this area, and that's why I use my Benefit Professional. I used my Benefit Professional with this. It didn't work. It highlighted everything. So I don't know if it was kind of sticking to the areas that aren't as oily, or maybe the oil, I don't know. Am I oily here? I don't think I'm oily. I'm usually oily here and here. Not so much here. That's kind of my really normal area, and my pores are really big, and this just did nothing for it. So I did not like it. Sorry, Makeup Forever. Number 7 is also by Lorac, and it is their Lorac Pro Plus Fiber Mascara. I can't remember where this came. Good mascara, but too messy. Those fibers, now you always hear about that on YouTube, or at least I do. I had just never used one that happened with, and oh my God, what a mess. This is what the brush looks like. So, and I'm not a fan of these brushes either, where they're bigger at the base. And you can kind of see, look, I don't know if you can see the fibers kind of sticking out there. So that's kind of, you know, once you put it on your lashes, it does look really nice actually. But the problem is that when you're putting it on, I was getting a lot of fallout here. Not only that, but I thought, okay, I'll clean it out, no problem. Throughout the day, I was getting fallout. That just doesn't work for me. So this, even though it looks good on my lashes, it just did not work with all that fallout. It got too messy. Oh, and by the way, that runs for $23 at Ulta for half an ounce. Number 8, where are we? Number 8 is by Origins. So this is the Ginseng, I'm blind, the Ginseng Refreshing Eye Cream to Brighten and Depuff. This is the sample. I kind of like this actually. The only thing I can see that people would have an issue with would be it's kind of pearly. This is the color. And it has like a little bit of an iridescence. But you know what? If you put it under your eyeshadow, see there's the iridescence a little bit. And it's, you know, it definitely looks kind of like a white, pinkish, salmonish color. But you know, I put it underneath my eye makeup and it's fine. It did feel very moisturizing. It wasn't tacky. It felt really nice. Let's see, this runs for $30 for a tube of, I think it's a tube, at least this comes in a tube. Honestly, I don't know what the regular size comes in, but it is half an ounce. Did it depuff? I would say it did depuff a little bit. It's also supposed to reduce dark circles under your eyes. I don't have terribly dark circles. My issue is over here, the darkness here, not so much down here, so I couldn't speak to that. But it's a decent eye cream. The one I'm using now is by Supergoop, and I really like it because it has sun protection. This one does not have sun protection, so I probably will not repurchase it, but it is a very decent eye cream if you're looking for one. Okay, number 9 is also by Origins, and this is called their Checks and Balances Frothy Face Wash. This is what it came in. I love this frothy face wash. I'm really picky about my face washes. My holy grail is my Clearasil, the original, not the Ultra, the original, and I've tried so many face washes and I always go back to that one. More recently, I've been trying the CeraVe, if you saw my recent haul, and I like it. I like the CeraVe. This one I love. I love. Quite possibly more than my Clearasil. And I'm kind of bummed because I don't know that I would pay the price for this. So it runs for $22 for 5 ounces, which isn't horrible. They do give you 5 ounces, but my Clearasil is 6 ounces for about $5. Here's what I liked about this. It has like a moussey texture. It definitely has like a froth when you're washing your face. It washed everything off, and I wear, I remove my waterproof eye makeup with my Mary Kay eye makeup remover that I love. But I have to say, this worked really well. I tried it without removing any of my eye makeup just to see how it would do, and it removed it pretty well. I would say about 90%, not 100%, but 90% is pretty darn good because, that stuff sticks on and it's hard to get off. It felt really nice on my face, and after I was done cleansing my face, it felt very well balanced. And it's funny because when I went to research the price, it read on the website, it cleverly balances dry and oily skin. So if you have true combination skin where you have some dry areas and some oily areas, this is supposed to balance that. It really did for me. I love this. Love this. Okay, I'm gonna stop. I love it. All right, number 10. Number 10 came in my Ipsy bag, and it is by Hikari. It's a gloss in the color Merlot. It's a really pretty color. I really thought I wasn't going to like this. Let me see. And the reason I thought I wasn't going to like this, not so much for the color, because that color, that's right up my alley, that color. But it feels thick. Not thick like you feel you have 3 layers of gloss. Not that kind of thick. It feels like a thick where it's not going to move. And I thought it was going to feel sticky, and it can feel just a tad bit tacky, but it didn't move. It didn't bleed, and I really liked that. I ended up really liking this gloss. I put a couple more in there so that you could see it. I really like the formula of this. Now, I tend to like very lightweight glosses. My favorite is Bare Minerals Moxie Gloss because it's so light. Another favorite is this line of NYX Mega Shine lip glosses. These are super light on your lips. They don't feel tacky. They feel really nice and look nice. They smell nice. But I have to say, for a kind of heavier lip gloss, I like this, and I liked it because beautiful color, beautiful gloss, didn't accentuate any wrinkles, and it didn't bleed. That's amazing, it didn't bleed. All right, next is the, let's see, it is by Estee Lauder. This is the New Dimension Shape Plus Fill Expert Serum. I can't remember what this came in. And I'll read the back. It says, introducing New Dimension Shape and Fill Expert Serum. In an instant, skin is more radiant. That's only the beginning. In just 2 weeks, 84% saw more defined facial contours, cheeks look enhanced, your jawline looks more lifted. That's what it says on the back. I didn't use it that long because this only lasted me like 2 days. I liked it. I wouldn't buy it though. I'm such a cheapskate, huh, you guys? I have to love something. I keep on saying this, but if I'm going to spend money on it, and I am more willing to spend a little bit more lately because not everything works for me, but I have to really love it. I really liked this, but not so much so that I would spend $89 on 1 ounce. What I liked about it was that It did make my face feel a little bit more tight. It did reduce my pores. I kind of felt like it really started to do, in 2 days, mind you, what it said it was gonna do. So I don't know, maybe I need to think about it, but at first thought, I can't. Not for $89. There must be something else that makes me feel or does this, excuse me, the same thing for less money. So yeah, it was good. If money is not an issue for you, I definitely say go try this because it's good. Number 12, we have 3 more to go, by the way. The Bobbi Brown Hydrating Face Cream. Here's another one that I really liked, but not so much so that I would spend the money for it. So this is their hydrating face cream, very hydrating, but not heavy, not tacky, a very, very nice cream. It's a cream, not a lotion. And I think that's what I liked about it, that it's a cream, so it feels like you're really moisturizing your face. It's very hydrating. This runs for $56 for 1.7 ounces. So you get a little bit more, but again, I just don't see myself spending $56 on 1.7 ounce of face moisturizer, especially not when I have one that I really like by CeraVe, their AM face moisturizer. You know, I think, and that's another thing, when you're trying stuff, if you already have something that you really love, you're kind of more picky about these products that you're sampling, right? Because, you know, it has to be wonderful for us to have to switch over. Otherwise, we're staying with our drugstore wonderful moisturizer. Maybe that's just me. Okay, number 13 is the Peter Thomas Roth Neural Liquid Volufill Youth Moisturizing Hydrogel. Again, this was very nice. Very, very nice. But this runs for $110 for the same, 1.7 ounces. Very, very, very nice. But I would definitely not. If $56 for the Bobbi Brown Hydrating Cream is too much for me, $110, I'm not doing it. Again, especially when I have one that I really, really like from the drugstore. Last one is the Clinique Dramatically Different Moisturizing Lotion. So this is the sample it came in. That's what it looks like. I tried this in my 20s and I didn't like it because it was too heavy, too moisturizing, too sticky. And I thought, you know, I'm older now. I need a little bit more hydration. Maybe I'm gonna love this. I didn't. It still felt heavy, goopy, and sticky. I don't know if you've ever been in a place where it's really humid. I used to live in Florida for a few years and it was very humid there and my face would always feel kind of sticky and I couldn't wait to get home to wash my face and take a shower and not feel that stickiness again. That's what this reminds me of. It makes me feel very humid, very sticky, not in a good way. So if you don't mind that feeling, this might work for you, but it did not work for me. This runs for $26 for 4.2 ounces. So that is it for part 1 of my 30 samples in 30 days. Thank you so much for sticking around all the way to the very end. Don't forget to go check out Michelle's and Beth's samples. I'm sure they have some great samples to talk to you about. Links will be down below. And also keep an eye out for part 2 at the end of the month with the rest of our samples. Thank you so much and talk to you later. Bye!